Let's be honest. The fight against lust can feel lonely. It's a quiet war waged in the hidden corners of the heart and mind. You might feel like you're the only one struggling this intensely. You see others who seem to have it all together, and you wonder, what's wrong with me? The world tells you that these desires are normal, that you should just give in, that fighting them is unnatural and repressive. It screams at you from every screen, every billboard, every song. But you are not alone, not even close. This battle is as old as humanity itself. It has been fought by saints and sinners, by kings and farmers, by men and women in every generation. The Church's teaching on lust isn't about being a killjoy. It's not an arbitrary rule designed to make life difficult. It's a guardrail on the side of a cliff. Love says, I will to do what is good for you. It is self-giving. Lust says, I want you for my own gratification. It is self-seeking. This is why Jesus spoke so forcefully about it. In the Gospel of Matthew he says, You have heard that it was said, You shall not commit adultery. But I say to you that everyone who looks at a woman with lustful intent has already committed adultery with her in his heart. The first secret is simple but profound. You cannot defeat an enemy you continue to feed. Think of it like a stray dog. If you keep throwing it scraps of meat, it will never leave your back door. The practical step here is to go on a media fast. Install accountability software on your devices. Delete the social media apps that are a constant near occasion of sin. But starving the beast is only half the secret. You also have to feed your soul. Spend time in nature, marveling at God's creation. Look at beautiful, sacred art that lifts the soul to heaven. The second secret is about speed. The saints are unanimous on this point. You must reject a lustful thought the very instant it appears. Your reaction must be immediate and decisive. If a venomous snake slithered into your room, you wouldn't sit there and study its patterns. You would get away from it as fast as possible. You cannot win this fight alone. This is one of the devil's favorite lies, that your struggle is a private, shameful secret. The third secret is to find a brother or sister in arms. You need an accountability partner. When you are in the thick of the battle against lust, you need a powerful ally. God has given us the greatest ally imaginable, the Blessed Virgin Mary. The most powerful weapon she has given the Church is the Rosary. Saint Padre Pio called it simply the weapon. The fifth secret is to treat your soul with the same common sense. You need to frequent the divine physician, Jesus Christ, in the sacraments. The sacrament of reconciliation is the emergency room for the soul. If confession is the emergency room, the Eucharist is the soul's superfood. When you receive him in Holy Communion, you are receiving the author of purity into your very body. The sixth secret is the custody of the senses, especially the eyes. The saints called the eyes the windows of the soul. What you allow in through those windows determines the state of the room inside. Custody of the eyes is about being intentional and disciplined about where you direct your gaze. Every time you avert your gaze, you are striking a blow against the enemy and strengthening your own will. The final secret is to offer it up. When the battle is intense, don't waste that suffering. Unite it to the cross of Jesus Christ. Your struggle with lust, when borne with patience and offered to God, can become a source of grace for yourself and others. Let's end where we began, with hope. The fight for purity can feel like a long and lonely road. There will be days when you feel victorious, and days when you fall flat on your face. Through it all, there are two truths you must cling to. First, you are not alone in this fight. The entire communion of saints are fighting alongside you. And second, in Jesus Christ, you are not defeated. Victory is defined by getting back up. Your weakness is the very place where God wants to show his strength. My grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness. You were made for greatness. You were made for a pure love that reflects the love of God himself. With his grace, victory is not just possible, it is promised.